Okay, you guys saw the title, you know what this video is about. These are movies I would absolutely not survive in. So first off, we have as above, so below. I keep on fucking that shit up. This movie is about an archaeologist. An archaeologist is someone who studies human history. They basically look for artifacts or ancient ruins to explain human past lives. Explanation is needed for those of you who are left behind. So our main character is this girl Scarlett, who's an archaeologist, and she is searching for Flammel's Philosopher's Stone. According to legend, the artifact can grant eternal life and turn any metal into gold. When she learns that the stone is hidden underground in the catacombs of Paris, she assembles a crew to guide and document her historic mission. Now, as you can tell, this is a horror movie, so it goes as well as you'd expect. Now, the question is, would I survive if I were in this movie? The answer is no. Absolutely not. Immediately they dragged me underground to explore, I would have called everyone I knew and told them, yeah, Mohammed's not coming back. These people were literally chased down by demons and spirits on the ground. So they couldn't escape even if they wanted to. Spoiler, 3 people do escape. The shit they went through under that place that kind of looked like hell. So final verdict, no, I will not escape. Next up we have is The Deep House. This movie is about 2 YouTubers diving in a remote French lake to discover a house submerged in deep waters. Their dive turns into a nightmare when they discover the house was the scene of an atrocious crime. I'm actually about to make a video on this particular movie because this whole shit is just ridiculous. First off, I can't swim. If a pale cold hand brushed past me underwater, I would burn through my oxygen tank in 30 seconds flat. Then the house is a maze, so that's amazing. Also, I wouldn't even know how to get out anyways because the windows and doors they came through is all of a sudden just blocked. I would honestly just give up. Next up we have the Squid Game. If you haven't watched the show or at least haven't heard of it, you might be an AI. The show centers on hundreds of broke people who accept an invitation to participate in a series of deadly children's games for a life-changing sum of money. I know it's not technically horror per se, but have you watched the show? Anyone who tells you they are surviving any of these games is a fucking liar. If you're not getting killed because you fucked up, people are probably getting you killed. So it's just a no for me. Next up we have is Terrifier. I don't think I really need to explain myself here. It kind of speaks for itself. We have a killer clown who goes around killing people. Everyone's fair game to him. I'm talking about kids, old people, animals. He just loves killing anything. And to make matters worse, this nigga doesn't die, apparently. You can buy time by killing him, but he comes back after a while. And trust me when I say, when he comes for you, he comes for you. So I'll just take my loss. Next up, we have Train to Busan. Usually, I would survive most zombie movies. It's usually the people who survive the apocalypse I would be scared of. However, the zombie movies in this movie are not your regular everyday zombies. Just look at this. Oh my god, I swear these zombies are on fucking steroids or some shit. They literally just broke through that thick as fuck glass. Like, dude, seriously, what's with everyone just sitting there? Like, I get being in a state of shock is a thing, but people, these are not zombies from The Walking Dead. You need to up your game. You cannot be serious. Me being realistic, I think I wouldn't make it. Also, because everyone for some reason just agrees with this fuck-ass man, I definitely wouldn't have made it to the end. Next up we have is Ringu or The Ring. I only remember watching the original one. I can't really remember the American one, how it went, but I'm going to assume it's the same concept. Basically, from what I can remember, there's this cursed tape. You watch the tape and then you have 7 days to live. If you watch the tape, you're not surviving shit. And that's pretty much what I gotta say. Now, I would have easily put this movie in. I would have survived because I'm not really curious about anything, especially some alleged haunted tapes. Are you kidding me? However, someone might be watching it and I would just be passing around and be like, hey, what you watching over there? And then I watch it too. So now we're both fucked. In that case, I'm not making it. Next up we have is Bird Box. This movie is about Mallory and her 2 kids. They now live in a world where you have to be blindfolded because if you accidentally see the creature, you run mad. To be honest, I wouldn't even bother. Life is not even worth living at that point. I also hear the creatures play mind games by pretending to be people you know, so that's fucked up. Then the main character has a bunch of kids. Well, it's 2 kids, but like that's more than one. In that scenario of that apocalypse, I don't even think I would make it by myself. And now I have kids to worry about. Yeah, so everyone's dying. I also had this conversation with a friend of mine who said he will survive. So I asked him why and how. And he said all he's got to do is not see, correct? He will just rely on his senses. The ego of a man. I said, I don't think I would survive. And he goes, don't you already can't see? Being completely blind and wearing glasses are not the same thing. I can see without glasses to some degree. Being blindfolded, you can't see at all. That's not gonna work for me, so this is a chop. Next up, we have his tremors. Honestly, up until like, I'll say maybe about like a month ago, I thought I made this whole movie up in my head. But apparently it's real. The movie is about these two guys, along with others, who are in a fight for their lives when they discover that their desolate town apparently has been infested with gigantic man-eating creatures that live under the ground. You literally cannot touch the ground in this movie. The creatures are like warm, like sluggish vacuum cleaner things. If you step on the ground, they suck you underneath and eat you. So your best bet is being elevated. This doesn't include houses because they also tore that shit up in the movie as well. So yeah. And you might try to outrun them to get to somewhere elevated, but these things are crazy fast. I personally wouldn't survive, no question. The last one we have is Countdown. This movie is about a nurse who downloads an application that predicts the time of a person's death accurately. However, things turn ugly when she discovers that she has only 3 days to live. It's kind of like Ringu, where you can't really escape it. If you say you're dying in 3 days, you're dying in 3 days. That's it. Say goodbye to the Amazon package because you're not going to make it. You just essentially have to just wait for your time. I would have put this one in I Would Survive because, again, not that I don't believe it, but I'm just not that curious of a person. But I won't lie. I would like to see, even if I don't want to see how long I have to live, I would definitely like to see other people. So they'll just somehow rope my ass into this whole thing. So I just know I wouldn't survive. Overall, we wouldn't survive these movies. If there's any here you think you would survive, you won't. But if you really believe you survive, tell me how in the comments. Tell me how in the comments. Don't just say, I think I'll survive. No, tell me how in the comments. And it has to be believable. Yeah. And I'll see you guys later.